Right, why don't we go ahead and get on into it. Video, and I got the first one queued up. So let's get into it. Alrighty.
It was a message what we've put in the chat about name calling for bullying. I didn't let it in the chat. I have seen this one. Yo, what's good, buddy? I almost missed out today, lol.
Alright, here we go.
So I'm going to need some training.
Alright, listen up, Sonic Haha You Suck XD. I'm professional FGC coach,
XD.
gamer, and Shiva Stomp expert. True underdog. And today, I'm turning you from Noob Cybot into Pro Cybot.
But I don't even play Noob Cybot.
Stop talking and show me those quarter circles. Dragon Punch, half circle forward, charge back forwards, double quarter circle forwards, half circle back, half circle forward, 360, and now do them all again in reverse. And also those weird back and forward inputs because you're playing MK9 and they have that for some reason.
Oh, that's how you do force ball.
Clap, clap, waitress. I'm getting hungry. Now show me that
Oh, is that who that is, True Underdog?
bread and butter.
Boy is mashing
Good.
on
Now
all
spice
buttons.
things up a little bit.
Yeah, he was starting to look like the meme of that guy that's like sweating and like locked in, and you just hear him smashing on all his keys on his keyboard.
Yup, that's true.
Not enough
Underdrag.
damage. Show me some more damage.
It's time to get serious. Activating cold-blooded mode. Scary monster!
Bro's got a full-on reptile costume.
Add in the X-ray.
I need to start exercising and getting in better shape so I can wear.
Can't imagine playing MK9 on a GameCube controller.
Maximum damage.
So I can wear sexy cosplay.
I love MK9.
It's
Now
alright.
finish
It's
it.
not really my real.
Starter, this is Sparta.
Yes, you did it. Oh, I'm so proud of you, my son. You did it. You won the day. You're a hero. You saved the planet. Well, maybe not, but you pulled off a badass combo. You gotta start somewhere. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think Reptile's playable in story mode.
Aw.
That was 300
Also, why are you
movie
using that
line.
GameCube controller?
Mortal Kombat, also known as
Also, I don't
Mortal
think you
Kombat 9,
Also,
is
I
a
don't think you
reboot
can
of
play
the
it on
MK
Until
franchise,
MK1.
where they took the first 3 games and retold them for
Ha
a modern
ha ha,
audience.
woke woke.
This is also the very first game NetherRealm Studios created, after Midway shut down back in 2010.
Aw.
Some people really like
Rip
the story
Midway.
and think it's a good way to get into the Mortal Kombat franchise, while others think
F
it's
in the
horrible
chat about
and tarnishes the reputation of the series. But
Those don't matter. The only
Real.
thing that matters is
so let's get right into
That's my
Mortal
opinion.
Kombat. We start the story with everyone being dead.
That's all, folks.
Sadly, I believe this is 720p and this is the best. No! Reptile! Ah! Okay, that's the only death that I feel sad for.
So, I feel like
Me, but with Johnny's decapitated head. Johnny!
No Johnny
No!
90% of people who played this for the first time
Armageddon.
have no idea what's going
What
on
is
here.
going on here?
Like, how did we get here? So this all takes place right after the end of the last game. No, not that one. This
No,
one.
not that one.
Mortal Kombat Armageddon takes place at the end of the original Mortal Kombat timeline. A lot happens in that game, but the main point to talk about is the ending. All the
Including one of
characters
the
in the
worst
series
Johnny
form 2
skins.
teams. Team Light
My
and Team
childhood.
Dark. They then have a final battle at the Pyramid of Argus to see who can get to the top and
Bruh. I'm sorry, I love... when the whole pyramid rises up and everybody's just... Oh... Just like gazing up at it in awe.
I did it, Goth, I did.
And, what you did. And then Stryker just suddenly clocks the shit out of Melina and starts racing up. Oh god, I almost peed myself laughing at that.
defeat Blaze. And whoever defeats Blaze will gain ultimate power. In the original
Striker pull a
game,
clock
Taven
big
was
time.
supposed to be the one who defeats Blaze. However, in MK9, Shao Kahn is the
I
victor
beat the Dragon
because he
King on
kept spamming his
PSP.
bullshit shoulder bash. Actually, no. Shao Kahn winning really is quite bullshit. He was doing pretty good against the fighters in the intro of Armageddon. But then
Don't
he gets
get
dragged
caught
away by
lacking in
Onaga.
MKVS.
So you mean to tell me
It was
he
the
defeated
hardest thing
Onaga,
I did.
one of the most powerful beings
God
in the
dang it,
Mortal
ads.
Kombat universe, went back
I'm
to the
sorry about
pyramid,
the ads.
killed all the fighters, then killed Blaze, who is also one of the most powerful beings in the Mortal Kombat
I am
universe. And this is the same motherfucker who gets blinded by Katana. Shao Kahn has won,
I
and he
now,
tortures the
It's my
last remaining
birthday
hope this
today.
world has,
Oh.
Raiden. And just
Oh
as Shao Kahn is
yeah, Merc. I checked out some of your stream. Yeah, where you were playing Outbreak. Yeah, hold on, I
My
gonna
brother
say,
was dog named Blaze.
Oh.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, everybody wish Merc a happy birthday. Yeah, the
Happy
ads.
birthday, Merc.
I am now partner affiliate certified. So yeah, sorry about the ads.
Happy birthday,
about to
Merc.
kill.
Let me know if you subscribe. You won't get ads.
Raiden.
Happiest
Raiden
of
does a final
birthdays,
Hail
Merc,
Mary
and I am
move
back.
and sends 3 words to his
Yay.
past self.
Must win.
And
Bonk.
these 3 words will
Can
pass
he
down
sing
mayhem and
Happy
havoc
Birthday
throughout
to
the
Merc?
MK fandom for years. We
Go
now
ahead.
officially begin our journey. Raiden in the past receives the message, but doesn't quite understand what it's about, and his amulet cracks. Regardless, the opening ceremony begins, showcasing the fighters who will be participating in the tournament, plus some randos, like Scarlet, random stuntman, and classic Smoke. We land our attention onto the main character of this chapter, Johnny Cage, the
Yay.
martial arts movie star, who probably thought this tournament was his next gig.
What?
Yeah.
Massive Strike, Citizen Cage, Ninja
Happy
Mime.
birthday to
Cage
you,
Man.
happy birthday to you, happy birthday,
Kano?
happy birthday to
Wasn't
you,
it?
Merc.
Yeah. You look like a monkey and stink like one too. Yay, happy birthday. Or however that song goes.
In that one.
I think there was a movie called Kano, now I think about it.
He's called up first to fight.
Reptile!
Yep.
Yay. Wait.
Was that you in the
I have
audience,
to beat him
Sonic?
up. Johnny wins.
I'm taking you down, I'm taking you down,
I
I'm
love this
taking
bit.
you out, I'm taking you out, and I'm taking you out for dinner.
Why, Johnny, you shouldn't have.
I don't want to kink shame or nothing, but I'm not a scaly, bro. Seriously, I'm not a scaly. Honest, I swear to God, I'm not a
Make
scaly.
a movie
And
about
also,
Goth,
if it is,
about
I can
Goth
introduce
and
you to
Johnny
him. I'm sure you're a
Cage.
nice guy, but I swear it wasn't you I was talking to. Not that there's anything wrong with you. You're a very nice, marginally handsome lizard man, but I swear it
Marginally
wasn't you.
handsome.
It was the nice lady behind you, and she's gone. When did she leave?
Then he faces Baraka
It's that
and
the
defeats
four
him.
snake
By
was
the
Johnny
way,
Cage.
Johnny still
Yeah.
doesn't know that this isn't a movie, so you better not get stabbed by Baraka in
Like how he said, I know somebody who is, I could maybe put in a call for you, but it's not me.
the gameplay, or else it's not canon. I also love how he is impressed with Reptile and Baraka.
Nice stunt. Who's your agent? Nice makeup. But is it really necessary? Whoa. Man, I love those blades.
So much so, that he wants Baraka to be in his next movie.
My producer has got to meet you. We're doing Tommy Scissorfists.
I hope they reference this in Cage Match. Now before we
Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. Tommy Scissorfist sounds like a porno. I'm just saying. Anybody else? Is it just me? Come on.
move on,
Can't
I'd
just
like
be
to
me.
talk about a new character in this story. Me. When I was a wee little GGmon. Back in
Aw.
2011, I was randomly scrolling
Hello.
around YouTube, and I saw Ryan Justine playing Mortal Kombat 9. She picked Melina. She was trying her out in the
Yay,
game, and all
Melina,
seemed
best
normal.
girl.
But then after she won, Melina jumped to the screen and took off her mask. I was terrified, disgusted, intrigued, and just like
Sickened
that,
but curious.
Mortal Kombat 9 became my first experience into the franchise. So one thing that fascinated me when I was a wee little GGmon was this upcoming scene.
Now, finish him!
Finish him.
Finish him? Huh. Yeah, right.
My brain
Kill
just
him.
goes to Edward
Whoa,
Scissorhands.
wait a
hands.
You know they made a porno parody of Edward Scissorhands, right?
Me too,
I'm not
I
gonna
was
kill
going.
anyone.
Before going
To
through the
say
story
that.
mode, I knew how violent and gory the series could get with its fatalities. So when Johnny declined killing Baraka, I was kind of shocked. I thought everyone in the series was a violent killing machine,
believe you.
like when they performed their fatalities. But instead, NetherRealm Studios story mode,
It's
and
called
even for
Edward
their future
Penis
story
Hands.
modes, feels like a Marvel movie.
And it's
Maybe that
And it is just as horrendous.
I am on standby for the worst message.
Good. But yeah, it's called Edward Penis Hands, and it's just as horrific as you would imagine it is.
That's why a lot of young people like this series. The tournament takes an intermission till dawn, and Johnny goes looking for that zone blue sea.
You will
Be glad
marvel
this
at
joke
my
was only
skills,
cringe.
Thrillama.
I had a much worse one planned.
You fought well. Thanks. Nice hat.
You should be more respectful,
Edward,
Lord
what
Raiden.
now?
He complimented his hat! What more do you want?
Raiden tries to explain the
Oh yeah, if you don't believe me, look it up. Just be warned, it's something.
Can I say it, Goth?
Say what? What do you want to say?
the situation to Johnny, but
Edward
Jonah thinks
his
he's
hands.
nuts and continues to look
Yeah,
for
nah,
that
I
blade
would.
sea. So this is where I noticed
Yeah,
something
just take my
interesting
word
in the
for it.
cutscenes. These cutscenes are pre-rendered 720p 30 FPS cutscenes. You can even find the video files in the game. A bit outdated for its quality now, but completely understandable back in 2011. However, in the next scene, the cutscene is real-time rendered 1080p 60 FPS. So the game is constantly switching from looking outdated to looking pretty. Also, I just said that this was real-time rendered, which means you can do stuff like this.
You follow me when I clearly wish to be alone. Then you upbraid me? I will not be scolded like some child.
Johnny finds Blondie and starts hitting on her. Then Sonya feels the cringe and actually starts hitting on Johnny. Johnny beats her. Then
Literally.
the movie shows up to toss Johnny to the bottom of the pit. Kano then starts lasering Sonya. Johnny jumps back up to the stage because he doesn't want to show what the bottom of the pit looks like. And here we get the coolest line from Johnny.
Fans think my moves are all wirework and special effects. Truth is, I am special effects.
Ah, chills. Literal chills.
Johnny wins.
Throw that on your Barbie, shrimp.
I didn't know how bad he was at making Australian puns.
So that's not a costume? You're actual military?
That's not a costume? Sonya, that's not a costume?
And Sonya,
Right?
who just
That doesn't exact. Wow, really? He just punched her right in the cooch. Anyways, yeah, that I don't think that uniform
Can
is
you
standard
put the
issue.
movie in Discord?
No, if you're talking about the movie we were just discussing, then no.
got beat up by Johnny and lasered by Connor, uses her Logan powers to fully heal up, and is off to save Jax. A pretty good start for Johnny Cage. From a naive man who's just fighting for glory, starts to learn to save and care for others. And we will never see him be
Did you
useful
know
in this
his
game ever
X-ray
again.
was a
Sonya
parry?
finds Jax in a prison cell. Fun fact. You can actually see how they came to Shang Tsung's island by reading Jax's bio. They were chasing Kano all the way to Shang Tsung's island, and just
love
as
that
they
clip.
cornered him, the inhabitants on the island stopped them and forced them to join the tournament. Then they get ambushed by Shang Tsung. Shang calls out Sub-Zero. I'd like to imagine Sub-Zero was waiting in a corner patiently for Shang to finally call him out. Sonya beats him. Raiden then magically appears out of nowhere.
It was a party, so you
Raiden
need
stops
to get
Sonya
it
from
to do
fighting
it.
Shang Tsung because Liu Kang must be the one to challenge him. Raiden uses a distraction to help Sonya and Jax escape.
You aided their escape.
You allowed them to escape.
Superhero landing.
Sonya and Jax then arrive to Shang Tsung's gardens. Fun fact about this stage, The stages in this game are all based
My
off of
eyes are
stages from the
blinded.
original trilogy. The garden, however, is actually an original stage made from this game. Or, a better way to put it, an amalgamation of 3 stages from the first game. The Pit,
I am
Palace
Kenshi
Gates,
now.
and Warrior Shrine. Shang Tsung's garden also shows up in Scorpion's Revenge. I'm giving you all this info because I think the stage is kinda pretty. Then Kitana and Jade unfairly show up to bully Sonya. Seriously, I can't believe they're forcing Sonya to take on 2 people at the same time. So unfair, especially for newer players. Sonya wins, and the chopper finally arrives.
A man has fallen into the river in Lego City.
Then Kano challenges Sonya.
No.
Pretty boy ain't gonna save you this time. I'm so pretty.
Sonya wins, but Shang Tsung doesn't allow Sonya
Did
to
you
take
know
Kano
Kenshi
away
was in this game?
because he still wants to do
RWF
business with
do
the
something.
Yes, I did. Isn't he like a DLC character or something?
Black Dragon later.
He was DLC.
He needs a medic.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Bastard.
Like Freddy Krueger.
Raiden shows up to give Jax his thunder hand massages.
That's amazing.
Ref.
Wow, that seems very useful. I sure hope it'll come in handy in the future.
What should we do besides standing around looking pretty?
I'm so pretty.
Raiden then gets the gang together to win the tournament. This will also be the last time you
It's
see
done.
Sonya be useful in this game ever again. Next we see Scorpion fighting in the tournament. He faces Kung Lao first, who snuck into the tournament
We
as a
got it,
masked
Johnny.
guard. Still waiting for them to add this skin. Scorpion wins, and then he faces the furry, and wins.
My
Raiden
main
says
is
revenge
here.
bad to Scorpion, because he doesn't want to handle Noob Saibot's annoying teleports, and he'll convince the Elder Gods to restore the Shirai Ryu. We then head to Shang Tsung's throne room, which is personally my favorite stage, specifically because of
Did
the
you
heavy
know
rain.
that?
The throne room also makes an appearance in the end of Scorpion's Revenge, but it looks terrible, because there's not enough rain. We see our fighters chatting happily with each other, including Kitana, Jade and Kano.
I'm a popular guy. Everyone loves me.
Scorpion wants to
Did
join the
you?
fun, but he instead gets bullied by the mean Len Kui.
What's your name?
Okay, I'd like to get
Was it
into rant
Scorpion?
mode about this. Regardless of how I feel about the 1v2 from a gameplay standpoint, this is horrible from a story perspective. How is a 1v2 allowed in the tournament? Outside of the tournament I get, but during your single elimination martial arts tournament? Why is Raiden not
2v1
calling out this
bullying.
bullshit? And another thing, this makes the 2 characters that lose in the 1v2 feel especially weak. Losing to an opponent, whatever. Losing to an opponent while you have a partner? That's embarrassing. A very simple method that can fix this, and still showcase the tag team mechanics, is to have a player also have another fighter. This would fix all my issues with the 1v2s, gameplay and story wise. Why even have the tag team mechanic in your game, if I can't fucking use it in the story mode? Anyways, Scorpion wins, and Sub-Zero finally shows up to fight Scorpion. Scorpion wins, but he doesn't want to kill Sub-Zero. Quan Chi then shows him a PowerPoint presentation. That makes him feel the cringe. Sub-Zero denies killing the Shirai Ryu, but Scorpion has already activated Ghost Rider's level 3. Back at the throne room, everyone is chatting gleefully. Even Kano, Kitana and Jade. Then Scorpion brings back Sub-Zero's
Did you
skull
that
and
Sub-Zero
drops it.
is by
Millions
hand,
of
not
AMV
cow
fans
line?
screamed at this moment. Scorpion broke his promise with Raiden. But let's be fair here. I don't think the Elder Gods would even consider bringing the Shirai Ryu back with how useless they are. And even if they did, we know how well that went in Armageddon.
An unfortunate
They
end.
came back
He
as
once
zombies.
defended Earthrealm from the
Oh, I love this
Netherrealm
part.
armies of Shinnok and Quan Chi.
I am not going to spend hours playing that shitty game just to
Did
understand
you know
what the
this
fuck
line
Raiden is
come up
talking
in
about.
MK11?
Raiden then
I love
starts
that part.
taking jabs at Cyrax.
The Lin Kuei have a history of making ruinous choices.
This the
Such as
line
the Cyber
Goth told
Initiative.
us.
Did you speak
Guess
out
you
against
can
the Lin
say he
Kuei's
gave him one
participation in
hell of a
this
burn.
tournament?
We were invited by Shang Tsung.
He pays you to kill Earthrealm warriors. Betraying your own realm? I expect better, even from an assassin.
Damn! You ain't had to do him like that, Raiden.
Emotional, damn it!
Cyrax then
Exactly.
crosses a pit. By the way, I don't usually bring up the stuff that happens in the background, but There is a literal fucking volcano erupting, destroying part of the stage. How are you so calm? Cyrax gets ambushed by Shiva and Baraka. Because Shang Tsung has fired Cyrax. Shiva knows about the dumb 1v2 fights that have been happening, but she wants an honorable single
Goth,
combat.
did you notice this
So she
line
pushes
come up in
Baraka
the
aside to fight
MK11
Cyrax
story
alone.
mode?
Actual queen.
Oh yeah?
Hashtag Shiva for Khan. Cyrax beats them both and confronts Shang Tsung about this. I've already talked about how dumb this is in my Shang Tsung sucks video. So just go watch that to see me have a meltdown for this dumbass. Cyrax then faces the pretty man.
I'm so ready. Ready for your beatdown, sunshine? Here it comes.
Cyrax beats Johnny,
I love
but
this
he doesn't
stupid-
kill him. Sector
I love the stupid cyberpunk little jokes.
and
I
Cyrax
love that
get
joke.
into an argument, and Cyrax wins. Cyrax sees the corruption of the Lin Kui and decides to
The
stand
cum
up
joke
for
is so
himself
funny.
and leave. A great
It was
redemption
when
arc for this
past
character.
Mortal Kombat
Hoping for bright
Scorpion
things
tell
for this guy.
Raiden tell Scorpion he did it.
You will become
His future. We move on to chapter 5 Liu Kang, as Shang Tsung introduces his next fighter.
He is many warriors, their souls fused into one being.
As a wee little GGmon. I thought Ermac was so cool. Stuffing a bunch of souls into one body. That's so rad.
We are many. You are one. We will destroy you.
Ah, chills. Literal chills.
Liu Kang defeats
Gerald
him.
is here now.
Ermac is just poor Ermac. No one's gonna like help out Ermac. Katana just walked past him.
After the battle, Kitana tries to assassinate Liu, but he instead puts 2 footprints onto her butt. Liu Kang wins, and we get a kind of cute scene between these two characters.
You must kill me.
I will not. This encounter never took place. You have disgraced no one. I hope we meet again. Under different circumstances.
How adorable. And we never see these two flirt again in this whole entire game. We then see Liu Kang facing his final challenges.
Scorpion!
The line Mortal Coma by 1.
And see Liu Kang facing his final challenges.
Scorpion!
1 decade later.
Okay, let's go,
yeah.
Scorpion.
Fighting with Scorpion!
No, 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 no!
Mr. Red, not calling out Scorpion needing to fight 2 people is one thing, but when it's your own teammate, come on Raiden, do you know how much I suffered here? Liu Kang wins, and faces his next challenge.
Goro.
What's a Goro?
It's a movie, Johnny.
Liu Kang gets teleported to Goro's
I like Sonya's little.
lair.
Hello.
I did not expect to fight in this tournament.
I was not expecting you to be so well hidden. Is that a thing with Outworld people? Big, chunky, muscular men can have sneak 100 while skinny assassin ladies get caught instantly?
Show yourself, Jade. I know you're following me. Again.
Liu Kang defeats Goro.
He's not dead yet, Liu Kang. you don't need to do that.
Then Liu Kang faces his final challenge.
Goro, my friend, is here to kick the Liu Kang out. Liu Kang.
Liu Kang wins the tournament, and Earthrealm is saved.
Yay!
However, Raiden's amulet cracks again, meaning there is still something wrong they need to fix. They return to the Wuxi Academy to give Liu Kang a medal. Interestingly, the Academy is not a playable stage in the game, and upon closer inspection, I think this is pulled straight from Mortal Kombat vs DC Universe. Kind of cute. Makes me wonder what else was taken from that game. Later, Shang Tsung shows up. He proposes a new tournament.
The Emperor proposes a single tournament to replace the current system of 10.
Raiden refuses, and so Shang ambushes the Shaolin monks with Takatins. Raiden realizes that by not accepting the tournament, Outworld will keep attacking them, and also they kidnap Sonya. So Raiden accepts Shang's offer, and joins the new Mortal Kombat tournament. They head to Shao Kahn's throne room,
Finally,
and Johnny
no more
asks where Liu
bullshit
Kang and Kung
2v2.
Lao
And
are.
why aren't the Kung Fu twins here helping us?
Interestingly, they actually show this in a flashback from MKX, where Raiden, Liu Kang, and Kung Lao fight Baraka and Evora to free their Shaolin brothers. Jax is first to fight in the tournament, and he faces Baraka.
Damn you,
Damn, you ugly.
Wait, Didn't Baraka just get beat up by Raiden? He must have that Sonya Blade regeneration. Jax wins.
Where's Sonya?
Tell me, Major Briggs, do you and she do anything other than rescue one another? Your next opponent
you
will be...
Aldi.
What is it? You have a nice cock. Excellent.
The tournament is postponed, and the gang decide to use this time to look for Sonya. They head to an unknown location.
So what's the deal with you and Sonya anyway?
5 minutes. Could you not be yourself? For
Heard
5
that.
minutes!
But if it's not like
I
that...
love it.
Jax beats up Johnny, and then a random lady shows up, and he beats her up too. Next we head to the Deadpool.
Now 20, oh my gosh.
What is it with your Shokan and underground cesspools?
Those aren't Shokons though. They get into
And by the way, Deadpool would be awesome to have as a guest
5
character
minutes.
one
Can
day.
you don't be yourself for 5 minutes?
a fight.
But if it's not like that.
And they save Sonya. Sonya then uses her device, which for some reason they did not confiscate.
That's weird. I've got 2 sets of readings, heavy tech signals, both of them.
But Sub-Zero and Smoke
I ship Sonya and Jax, just saying.
can't cybernized yet.
I said
Anyways,
5 minutes.
the
Goth,
gang
you
decide to
fail.
investigate these 2 signals to see if they are the ones that need to win in Raiden's visions. We head to the wastelands as we see Smoke and Qi Liang. Qi Liang now holds the name Sub-Zero to honor the death of his brother. They came to Outworld to look for the one who killed Bihan. They separate to look for the killer.
He's stealthful as the night.
And deadly as the dawn.
Aren't you two adorable? Bye-bye. You there.
The Emperor was wise to send me here.
You there.
Wise though your
Can
emperor
we
might
ship
be, he
Cameo
was
Jax
foolish
and
to send his
Cameo
housemate.
Soina and ship them?
Hey, yo, housemaid, damn.
Smoke wins
Sleep well, princess.
GG, housemaid.
and heads to the living forest to look for more clues. Smoke sees Shang and Kano playing with Jax's heavy weapons variation. Smoke fights Kano and wins. Reptile comes for support, and Shang takes the form of Bihan to taunt Smoke. I quite like this. I kind of wish Shang Tsung did this more in the story. Smoke wins, but of course
GG
Reptile isn't
housemaid.
defeated yet, so he starts beating up Smoke. Oh. It was just Sector. I'm not disappointed. Stop looking at me like that. The cyber initiative in the Lin Kui has begun, and Sector is here to turn Smoke into a robot. Smoke beats him, but he is then ambushed by other members of the Lin Kui, who all can use Sector's bullshit teleport. Raiden shows up to save him, and the 3 of them head to the tournament to look for Sub-Zero. We head to the Soul Chamber, where we see Sub-Zero freezing 2 guards that Sonya thought were Shokons. You can also see 2 Shadow Priests appear for 1 frame. The Soul Chamber is a pretty creepy looking stage, but you know how we can make it look even more gross? Add tentacles, baby. We're going weird with this shit. Then Sub-Zero gets ambushed by...
You are ordered to return to the Lin Kuei Temple for assimilation. Cyrax!
Sadly, Cyrax could
Kill
not
me,
escape
not
the
this
Lin
the
Kui.
fucking
He was
teleport,
turned into
kill
a
him
mindless
now.
servant. I feel bad for this character. In the Midway timeline, he actually does regain his sense of being and joins the Special Forces. But in the NRS timeline, he'll just stay as a mindless jobber for the next 8 years, until MK11, where he has one brief moment where he gains back his humanity. If you want a better ending for Cyrax, I'd recommend his arcade ending in MK9. Sub-Zero defeats him.
Here is a sea monster.
The readings were getting stronger and now they're gone.
You know you two can just look up, right? Sub-Zero meets Sonya and Jax, and they tell him about his brother's death. Then Ermac appears.
You have disturbed our regeneration process.
You guys are too loud. I am trying to sleep. Honestly, I feel bad for Ermac. He was literally just trying to regenerate here, and we were disturbing him. It's just like, we're really rude, honestly. You know what? Jax deserves this, okay?
Is that you have any idea what time it is? Some people are trying
Guess
to
you can
sleep here.
say. Ermac gave his arms a hell of a blow.
Damn.
No Jaxes hate this.
Said it. Jax deserves this.
And he breaks Jax's arms. for over 16 seconds. You two really just let him suffer for that long.
Do you and she do anything other than rescue one another?
Sub-Zero beats Ermac,
Sorry,
and
not
then
sorry,
he heads off to
LOL.
look for his brother's killer. We head to the Coliseum, and hey, Scarlet, Stuntman, and Classic Smoke all made it here. Kitana
Yay.
beats a random Shaolin.
Failed. I deserve death.
I have failed my father. You must kill me.
Sub-Zero wishes to confront Scorpion, but instead
Do
he
you
gets
know what
Reptile.
time is that?
Lucky
Get
bastard.
back in the
He
house,
beats
you
him.
fat
I
people,
would
Chris.
kill you, but that is not my purpose here.
You weren't so nice to him and your character trailer though. Sub-Zero asks again. And this time, Shao Kahn agrees. In the original timeline, Scorpion knew that Kuai Liang was a good person, and wished to become his guardian, to atone for murdering his older brother. Anyways, this Scorpion doesn't give a fuck, and just wants to kill Kuai Liang. Sub-Zero wins, and just as he's about to give the finishing blow, the Lin Kui show up to capture him. By saving Smoke from cybernization, someone else took his place.
Kitana!
Oh no, this part.
Father,
Be gone!
He does some YouTube pooping.
Kitana! How is it that Earthrealm ninjas brazenly appear before
Father,
me? Be gone! Kitana! Me. Be gone! Kitana! How is it?
Father,
Kitana! Be gone! Kitana! Kitana! Be gone! Kitana!
What?
You suck!
Despicable swine.
Kitana!
And here
Shut
we go.
up.
Quite here. Oh, sad Smoke. He looks so sad.
Kitana then heads to the wasteland.
Kitana!
You follow me when I clearly wish to be alone.
Earthrealm ninjas brazenly appear before me.
I will not be scolded like some child.
Be gone!
Kitana scolds Jade for
Heartbroken.
following her.
Kitana, you follow me when I clearly wish to be alone.
Yeah, I totally would be walking on a beach with a bunch of fucking dead bodies for my alone time.
I will not be scolded like some child.
Or housemaid.
We will talk later.
Well, I mean, it's Outworld, isn't that kind of typical? I don't know.
Later, when you are in more of a mind to listen.
Goth.
What? What?
Stop right there, criminal scum!
Wait, Jade, do you not hear the lightning over there?
Raiden tries to calmly confront Kitana by having Smoke and Johnny bully her. Kitana wins. Raiden tells Kitana to go to the flesh pits for answers.
I remember one of my buddies who's like,
You suck.
He's one of the people I go to for if I need any like MK lore or any kind of advice. Just he's pretty knowledgeable on it. But I remember he said this part. It just made him laugh because they're there to just talk, and like she doesn't even feel threatened, not trying to start a fight, and Smoke just starts a fight for no reason.
I can give you Mortal Kombat Lord.
He's like, we're not here to fight. He's like, but we will if we must or something. It's like he just starts a fight for no damn reason.
And that's where she heads to.
Do you want to care about that man next to you, Kitana? Or is she just gonna pull another Ermac?
Jade shows up to try and stop her, and Kitana beats her. Kitana enters the flesh pits. Fun fact.
Did
in
you
the
know
MKX
Mylena
comics,
is a clone of Kitana with Kitana and Barkba DNA?
Yes, everybody knows that. Pretty common knowledge.
stated that the flesh pits is on Shang
Smoke
Tsung's
needs to
island,
blow off
which is
steam after
located
his
somewhere
boyfriend.
between Earthrealm and Outworld. So I don't think walking through the living forest is the right way. She looks into the flesh pits and discovers the horrifying truth. Shang Tsung created a hotter version of herself. That is an objective fact, by the way.
Hell
Kitana
yeah.
beats Melina. Then Shang Tsung shows up.
Do you think my father will stand
And you
for
know
this?
why Liu Kang is a
These
zombie.
abominations you have created here.
I am merely perfecting you, princess.
Objective fact.
I will drag you before Shao Kahn by your pointed beard.
By your pointed beard.
Kitana wins.
Gonna drag you all the way to my
You will
dad.
stand before my father and confess your deeds.
Kitana's kind of strong.
Yeah,
she
just
like
kinda-
held him all the way up. You will
Yeah, she just-
confess to my father.
Kitana drags Shang Tsung all the way from
Picked
his
him up
island
with
back
one
to
hand.
Outworld. Kitana tells Shao Kahn about this, But it turns out, Shao Kahn was the one who commissioned the sexy katana OC, and has no more use for katana.
Escort her to the tower. I will make an example of
They
her.
commissioned the sexy katana OC.
Katana! How is it that Earthrealm ninjas brazenly appear before me?
How could you? My own father!
Be gone!
Jade overhears all of this, and is off to save her. We head to the armory, as we see an adorable Tar Cotton playing with a gun. Adding this to my funny T Cotton meme folder, Jade shows up.
Now, little Cotton's guns are not toys.
You are an excellent guard dog, Baraka. But you must learn to hear.
These aren't the same Tarkatans, Kotal. A better Khan would offer them a warm hand, not cold steel.
Good boy.
I don't know if I should say racist or mommy.
Good boy.
Jade enters the tower. Oh, I'm sorry. This stage has a new name in this game. It's now called the Evil Monastery. How edgy are these dark priests?
No one is allowed in the tower.
As you can see,
Mommy!
I am here.
Jade beats Shiva and tries
so
to free
sassy in
Katana,
this game.
but the After Effects plugins are just too strong, so she goes to Raiden for help. She escapes the tower and meets Melina.
By the gods.
By the Elder Gods!
She beats her.
I must find Raiden.
He is here.
Oh hey, it's the Kung Fu Twins. Glad you guys are back after
Love the
saving the
sassy
Shaolin
old lady,
monks,
LOL.
and it just took 5 chapters. Smoke thinks Jade beat up Katana, and wants to fight Jade. What a character arc, from housemaid to caring for a friend. Also, I feel like having both Katana and Melina wearing their classic costumes could help with the misunderstanding. But to think this is Katana is kind of an insult to Katana. Jade beats him, and the gang just sit there and watch him get beat up. Kung Lao and Liu Kang go to the tower to save Katana, while the rest head to the Colosseum for the tournament. Liu Kang fights Shiva, while Kung Lao fights Noob Saibot. He beats him, and Goro shows up
Sassy
to fight.
pole women
From the
in
champion
GTA
of Mortal
5.
Kombat for 500 years
Yeah, that's a different
to
kind
now
of
just
pole
a
lady.
guard dog.
Good boy.
Biggest glow down ever. Kung Lao kicks Noob Saibot aside to fight Goro, and wins. In the bio, it says that Kung Lao's motive for joining the Mortal Kombat tournament was to slay Goro and avenge the great Kung Lao, but he doesn't mention this at all when he defeats his mortal enemy. Maybe Goro losing in the tournament has lowered his status so much that Kung Lao doesn't give a shit about him anymore.
I do not fear you. I pity you.
Goro says that Katana is at the Colosseum. Come on, Raiden. You could have called to notify the Kung Fu Twins, or just teleport there to tell them yourself. At the Colosseum, we
Yeah,
see
you're not
Ermac
really
beating
using your
Johnny Cage.
godly
For how many losses the
Did you know
Outworld
in
Lackers
Batman
get?
Arkham Knight Joker's song was about Arkham City?
Ermac has been doing pretty good.
Yeah.
The Kung Fu Twins see Katana, who has changed to her alternate costume. Don't know how I feel about someone changing her clothes off screen. Liu Kang wants to save
Yeah,
Katana,
that's
but
a
there
little-
are no more fighters to fight
Don't think
for
about it too
Earthrealm.
much.
Smoke and Johnny Cage have been defeated, and I no longer sense Jackson Briggs or Sonya Blade's presence in Outworld.
Well, Jade is technically on your side now. You can still ask her. Liu Kang doesn't want to fight.
Wait,
Technically on your side now. You can still ask her.
Eh?
Well, Jade is technically on your side now. You can still ask her.
Don't give me that she's from Outworld, she can't fight for Earthrealm BS, since NRS already had broken that rule by having Lin Kuei and Black Dragon fight for Outworld in the tournament, even though they're human.
Sassy pole lady
Liu
on the
Kang
pole.
doesn't want to fight, because Raiden said that he wasn't the one.
I am not he who must win.
But mostly it's because he's simping for Katana. So, in a desperate attempt, or perhaps Raiden realizes his potential, Raiden sends Kung Lao to fight. He starts off pretty good, defeating both Quan Chi and Shang Tsung. Then he faces
My little man.
Kitty cat.
Almost time.
Gracie, come on. Mom! There's
Here,
a
kitty,
stray
kitty.
fucking cat out here.
Ma!
Simp tell him PewDiePie.
Ma, there's a weird fucking cat outside. I don't know where he come from. He's looks like grandma the fucking thing. Get out of here. God, I don't even know if that's a cat. God, he's so weird looking.
It's like Looks like Grandma the Thing or something. Ma!
He beats Quintero, and things truly do feel like they are working out for Kung Leo. But then, the most tragic...
You know, what I found out when I did the playthrough of MK9, I found out that, apparently,
Oh, don't worry, buddy. I'm sure he loves the good twist snap.
No! Stop it! Your little special moves, like your X-ray moves, you can't do those on the big characters, the big Shokan characters. It wouldn't let you do them.
Scene in all of Mortal Kombat happens.
See, Raiden? Earthrealm is free.
Shao Kahn snaps Kung Leo's neck, ending his life, ending his chance to save the world. So, I'm about to drop the hottest take on this channel, since my Devora video, and since my recent Raiden video, here I go. I like this death scene.
Damn you.
Whoa! Whoa! Okay.
You thought my community post on April Fool's was a joke? The real joke is that it wasn't one.
We all love
Okay,
a
but
great
let me
twist.
explain my reasonings while I
Kung Lao
barricade my
loves a
door
neck
before
joke.
the fourth snake comes in to cut me up.
I will find you and I will cut you up.
This whole entire chapter has been an underdog story. Kung Lao wanted to prove himself to Raiden in the MK1 tournament.
It's a good, like, tragic twist.
That remains to be seen. Watch and see.
But he failed. Now, he's given a second chance. Raiden allows him to fight in the MK2 tournament. And surprisingly, Kung Lao does really well. He actually defeats all of his opponents. This just might be his chance to prove
Failed, you
himself.
suck.
And Shao Kahn took it from him.
They stole it from me, Carmine! They took it!
I'm sure people have complained about how Shao Kahn broke the rules. How is this allowed? And that's the point. Shao Kahn did a cheap shot. He did a low blow. And that makes Shao Kahn especially scummy.
Despicable swine.
It actually makes him a piece of shit. So right afterwards, NetherRealm Studios does something that I wish they did more often in their games. They let you play as Liu Kang to avenge Kung Lao. Throughout the whole game, you're only allowed to play one character per chapter. So when the game suddenly switches to Liu Kang, it feels especially impactful. I understand that this moment was also the catalyst to all the Kung Lao L's he'll have in the next decade, but even still, I think this Kung Lao death was much better handled than future ones. Let's compare his death from the...
Yeah, I will say Battle of the Realms kind of pissed me off when they started killing off really good characters that I liked. That made me so mad. I was like, why the hell are all my favorites dying?
The game to Battle of the Realms. All Kung Lao's death achieved in Battle of the Realms was Liu Kang being kinda sad, and that's all. It was Raiden's death that really motivated Liu Kang to fight Shao Kahn. In MK9, however, Kung Lao's death makes Shao Kahn much more hateable, motivates Liu Kang to avenge his Shaolin brother, and makes Raiden feel especially guilty, since he was the one who allowed Kung Lao to risk his life. I know a lot of people think this scene is a bullshit way to kill off Kung Lao, but to me, it was emotional, especially when I was a wee little GGmon. Up to this point in the game, no good guy has died yet. There haven't really been any stakes yet, so to see this death really shocked me and saddened me, and to see Liu Kang avenge his fallen brother also touched me
LMAO,
and
that
satisfied
second
me.
joke got cut
Again,
off by ads,
this
so
is
I got
just
to
my
make
opinion.
one more.
You're welcome to argue or
Let's
disagree
Kung
with
Lao
me,
mad.
but I personally think this is one of the best scenes NetherRealm Studios has done. By the Elder Gods, the barricade is down. Liu Kang defeats Shao Kahn and gives him one final blow.
Kung Lao got his
Earthrealm
neck
is
snapped,
victorious,
haha.
but the price was a heavy toll. And unfortunately, the amulet cracks again. You know, I feel bad for Ermac. He defeated Johnny Cage, and is probably ready to take on the next opponent.
I don't know.
But since Shao
But
Kahn
he
got
loves a
defeated
nice
early,
twist to
his
it.
fight has been cancelled.
Neck snap
Poor
joke funny.
Ermac. The rest of the Outworld fighters discuss who should be the next leader.
Melina is his heir. She should rule.
Melina? She exists only because of my sorcery.
Love neck snapped, Homelander snapped Kung Lao neck.
Because of you, Outworld can no longer merge with Earthrealm.
But It's your fault that Earthrealm
Yeah,
won
you're the
Shao
one that
Kahn.
did that. What are you
Shao
talking
Kahn
about?
survived the punch through the stomach. Because he's just that awesome. Shao Kahn isn't dead. Just not blinded. Quan Chi proposes a new plan. Invasion.
Invasion?
So, the real reason Shao Kahn can't invade Earthrealm is not because of the rules of Mortal Kombat. They straight up say that in the game.
She realized that the safeguards afforded by the Elder Gods through Mortal Kombat are but fiction.
So, Sindel, as a final fuck you to Shao Kahn for invading Edenia, and fuck you to the Elder Gods for being completely useless, sacrificed
Your
herself to
Kung Lao not
create a
seeing the
barrier to
neck
protect
snapping come, I
Earthrealm,
did
so
it
they may
really
not
love
suffer the
neck
same fate
snapping
as Edenia.
joking.
And so by resurrecting Sindel, the ward will be nullified. If you think this all sounds really stupid, it's because it is. And it definitely wasn't like this in the original timeline. So, I don't like shit-talking NRS for things they do in the future, cause it's not like they planned it while making MK9. But Twindel's retcon from Mortal Kombat Aftermath is just too
pretty goddamn ridiculous
that I just have to talk about it. In MK Aftermath, it turns out Sindel was always evil, and she and Shao Kahn are a superpower couple. If that's the case, then why the fuck did you put a barrier to protect Earthrealm? To prevent your hubby
makes no
from invading?
sense.
And also,
After being forced to wed Shao Kahn, I ran afoul of Quan Chi. Then the miscreant murdered me and staged my death as a suicide.
if Quan Chi was the one who murdered Sindel, how did she
Kung Lao
sacrifice
got did
herself to
ass
put that
kicked and
barrier
neck
around
done up.
Earthrealm
Mortal
then?
Kombat 9 special neck joke is coming. What do you get when you mix Tat and Lao?
Quan Chi then goes to the desert to revive Sindel, and mind control her to serve Shao Kahn.
Even though she's already on their side.
Some interesting facts about this stage. It is speculated that this could be located in Edenia, because of the fallen Sindel statue. Maybe this was her grave, and now it's covered in sand
Kung
after
Lao.
10,000 years. You can sometimes see
All right.
Cyrax flailing his arms in
Come on, guys, enough of the neck snapping jokes, seriously.
the background, a reference to the original stage. And my favorite fact, the stage is called the desert, but in the original, it's called Jade's Desert, a desert owned by Jade. I just find it really funny that the assassin lady and bodyguard of Katana
What did
owns
you
the
say?
fucking desert. And now with Sindel back, the invasion can begin. We head to Earthrealm as we see the invasion. Look, the Tarkatans learned how to use guns. They grow up so fast. Stryker and Cabal are reporting the situation.
17, 18. Cabal, call it in.
Base.
Count 18.
18? 18 what? Tarkatans? I count more than 30, my dude.
What is that?
It's a sexy boy.
Also, I love that Matt Mercer is doing Stryker's voice. Also, in Battle of the Realms, it is his voice. Shout out to Matt Mercer.
Hey, Reptile, you are not supposed to have the noxious variation from MKX
Reptile
yet.
build different.
Reptile knocks out Cabal with his Yoshi tongue, despite it not
Yoshi tongue.
reaching him. And Stryker too. Stryker beats him up.
Spitting? Sticking out your tongue? Bet your mama's real proud. Bet your mama's real proud.
Hey,
Bet your mama's
yo!
real proud.
His mom is dead.
What if Kung Lao
Bastard.
snapped
They
reptile
then
neck?
go to the first floor.
Stryker, check her out.
Check her out.
Oh my god.
What do you
Foe.
Foe.
Dressed like that?
What?
Definitely foe. Cover me.
Yeah, we
You have
know.
to repeat that. Foe.
Yeah, we all know slutty girls are dangerous girls, right?
Foe. Once you see Katana, my friend.
This isn't helpful.
Foe.
We cannot
Dressed like
second-guess
that?
our decisions.
Definitely foe.
It's a
Stryker beats
sexy
her.
girl named Mommy Mylena.
Easy, foe. Housemaid.
You're coming with me.
Lizard dude who spits
You're
acid and
pretty
wants to
much
kill
LOL.
me. Leave him on the roof. Hot sexy naked lady who wants to eat my face.
You're coming with me.
Raiden shows
Hey,
up.
you're coming with me.
Moans. Refuses to elaborate. Leaves.
That guy just shot.
I will say that is one rescue he did that wasn't a total screw up. He saved Johnny from getting beheaded by Motaro. Because I know in one of the games that, I think it's like, what is it, the third one? I think it's the third one. He gets, he fights Motaro and gets like yeah, he gets killed. So that's one rescue he did that,
Nah, Raiden.
That lightning.
From
From
his
his
hands.
hands.
MK3 storyline.
It with my mind.
Quintero shows up.
Spread out.
Yeah,
Give him multiple targets.
Ah! You told him to spread out so he doesn't get fired.
Less ugly when they burn.
That is such a nice comment for a burnt victim's Quintero. Striker beats Quintero.
Never knew I had it in me.
Did I just do that?
He goes to look after Cabal. No. Then Ermac shows up and specifically toss Striker into the subway, just so we can see this beautiful stage.
The Emperor will have your soul.
Swallow this.
Striker beats Ermac. Then Nightwolf shows up, and he wants Striker to join Raiden's Earth Defenders. Striker agrees, and they head to Cabal, but someone has already taken him. So,
Guess Cabal loves a toasty.
Ew, there was like, look.
And they head to Cabal, but someone has.
Ew, there's like pieces of his like burned skin stuck to the pavement. Ew.
Already
Shallow
taken
this
him.
boom
So,
boom bang bang.
I actually quite like this chapter. It shows just how chaotic the Outworld invasion is, and we follow the perspective of two normal human
You
beings.
know who loves
We're just
toasty.
normal men.
We're just ordinary men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
Just innocent men.
What the? Poor Striker. It's just one after another weird ass like Mortal Kombat characters all trying to beat him up. However, surprisingly, he's holding really well against his own.
I also like Unburned Cabal's design
He's
here,
having a hell
more
of a
than
day.
his MK11 version. Kind of wish they had it as a skin. Cabal wakes up in Outworld because Kano saved him. And Kano also wants Cabal to come back to the Black Dragon by giving him his old hook swords. Cabal rejects him because he's a good boy now. Cabal doesn't pick up the hook swords, but instead uses the new ones he regenerated on his back. He defeats Kano,
Game
and then
logic.
he picks up the old hook swords on the ground. Which hook swords were you using this whole time? He's also pretty calm about gaining super speed. Cabal forces Kano to bring him to Shao Kahn. We then see Motero's dead body.
Dun 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 dun. As Melina sexily presents Motaro.
Shao Kahn soul suck.
I'm surprised he didn't. I don't know. Was that a meme back then? I was gonna say, I'm surprised he didn't do that coffin dance meme.
Shant Tsung, and transfers his powers to Sindel. Cabal tries to ambush Shao Kahn, but is interrupted.
Hey guys. Oh, so Noob is gonna try to stop me. Okay. Or Melina? Which one? Oh no, oh no, oh no. Do not
Yep.
tell me. I straight up fuck! No!
No one attacks the Emperor.
Cabal wins, as we see Quan Chi, Shao Kahn, Sector and Sindel standing around and enjoying the fight. Shao Kahn orders Quan Chi to close a portal.
Quan Chi, fill the portal.
Which was still open
One
this
of
whole
the
time
best
for
crash
some
outs
reason.
LMAO.
Yeah, for real.
Best crash out.
Very valid.
Did you really think I can't just reopen the portal?
He also finally acknowledges his new speed powers.
This speed's incredible.
After I've been spamming it for the past hour, then he gets ambushed by Cyber Sub-Zero.
Can I say that outfit that Sindel had in that part of the game? I prefer that outfit, but that's like the only time you see her in that outfit. It's like her bonus outfit or something. I don't really like the main outfit they gave her. I like the other outfit better.
Cabal wins. Then
Like
Shiva
your
shows
mom
up,
crashing
and she
out.
thinks because of Cabal's design, that he is also a Cyber Lin Kui.
Why do you turn on your brother, Lin Kuei?
That is not my brother. He's machine. I'm human.
You do not appear human.
That's kinda cute. Cabal beats her. Then Raiden shows up to recruit Cabal and help Sub-Zero. Jax recalibrates Cyber Sub-Zero so that he is not controlled by the Lin Kui, and then he joins the good guys. So a bit of an opinion about this guy. This is NetherRealm Studios' first original character in the series. I think it's really safe. Most of the members of the Lin Kui either die or turn into cyborgs, so Kui Liang turning into a robot is a pretty logical step for this character, though it does make him a bit forgettable compared to some of the other more creative new characters. Sub-Zero infiltrates the
Wait, what did that say?
compared to some of the other more creative new characters. make him a bit forgettable compared to some of the other more creative new characters.
Shut the fuck up, I think Collector is cool. The only reason people hate him is because he does nothing in story. But yeah. Moose sets, weapons, and designs are awesome. Yeah!
Sub-Zero infiltrates the enemy base, cause they still think he's on their side.
Earthrealm is missed. It will not be missed.
Earth won't be missed. What kind of edgy line is this? Sector takes Sub-Zero to the subway, because he thinks
Ninja
Sub-Zero
Mine,
is
I
compromised.
saw it.
Don't know why he didn't just confront Sub-Zero in front of his troops. Sub-Zero beats him, and starts pressing random buttons on Sector to get intel. Sector is ordered to escort military prisoners to the graveyard, so Sub-Zero goes to the bell tower to save them. We head to the bell tower.
I love the laugh animations on those four-armed characters.
Sub-Zero freezes the bad guys, then he faces off against both the sub-bosses of MK1 and MK2, and beats them. Never mind Quintero, but Goro losing in a 1v2. Those fighters in the tournament in the last 500 years must have sucked ass. If Goro keeps losing to everyone today, then of course Kano breaks out of the ice to fight. Right?
Nope.
Sub-Zero's freezing ability is way too OP. Fix your game NRS. Then he faces.
Test your luck. Sub-Zero.
Big money, big money, big money, no women,
Then he
no
heads
women,
to the
stop!
graveyard. He sees that Quan Chi and Noob Saibot are
How's
creating a
everything going
Solnado,
so far?
which is why they
Oh, we're having a good time.
need to grab a bunch of soldiers to sacrifice their
How's
souls.
things going for you?
Sub-Zero reports this back to Raiden.
Sub-Zero, we will disrupt the Solnado.
And by we, I mean just me. Everyone else here please continue to stand by and do nothing.
Good homie, that
Sub-Zero
is
tries
the
to stop
scene.
them.
Who is that?
And Noob
Who
Saibot
is that?
faces him. Noob reveals that he is Bihan Reborn. I kind of like this matchup. Both are corrupted versions of their former selves, fighting for what they
Just
believe is
finished
right.
Outbreak Online not long ago, waiting for my Re6 partner to switch to co-op on cosplay.
Nice, nice.
Sub-Zero wins, but the Solnado is formed. Nightwolf arrives and tells Sub-Zero to leave because
We share blood but we aren't
so
brothers.
Sub-Zero runs all the way back to the hideout, and then Nightwolf
AKA
fights
shut
Quan
up, you're
Chi.
adopted.
A cool detail I like here. In the background when you play as Sub-Zero, the Solnado isn't formed yet, but when you play as Nightwolf, the Solnado is finished. Nightwolf defeats Quan Chi, and then it turns into Nightwolf versus Noob Saibot. Nightwolf kicks Noob into the Solnado.
Bye! Bye! See you in 2019! Bye-bye! Ow!
See you in
Which
2
magically
months.
solves the problem.
Earthrealm's fate is sealed, Nightwolf.
Oh never mind, the self-destruct button was with me the whole time. Quan Chi slowly walks away from the explosion, and Nightwolf saves the day. We head back to the hideout, and... Alright, that's it.
Enough of this!
I'm going into rant mode. I have gone through the MK9 story mode many times in the past, so I quite remember the MK1 and MK2 portions of the game. But the MK3 portion was kind of a blur for me. And after playing through it again, I understood why. Nothing really happens. It starts off quite exciting, but then it turns into a fetch quest for 3 chapters, just to stop a green tornado. There are so many interesting things that happen in the original MK3 game. The Shokan and Centaurians conflict, the US government not believing Sonya and Jax when they warned them of the upcoming Outworld invasion, Nightwolf protecting his land, Stryker being the only survivor in his city, Scorpion turning good, Cyrax's malfunction, Melina being able to read Kitana's thoughts. Where is Rain?
Where's Rain, huh? Where's Rain at? Let's go, Rain! Where you at, baby?
So many interesting concepts, and yet what do they choose to adapt? The Solnado, which happens in the intro of MK3. This is such a horrible adaptation of MK3, but even without that, our 12 heroes pretty much stand around and do nothing for 4 chapters.
Standing around here won't do us any good.
You're actually wasting these characters. There is still so many interesting things I want to know about them. Liu Kang, how do you feel about Raiden's visions? How are you handling Kung Lao's death? How do you feel about you and Kitana's relationship? Sonya, What are the special forces up to? Are you worried for Jax's injuries? Jax, how are you handling your new augments? Johnny, how do you feel about all these crazy things happening? Smoke, how do you feel about your friend turning into a robot? How do you feel about the Lin Kuei joining Outworld side? Sub-Zero, how does being a cyborg feel like? What do you think about the Cyber Initiative now that you are one? Kitana, how do you feel after finding about the truth of your past? What do you think of Liu Kang? Jade, how does it feel to betray Outworld with your best friend? Striker, what do you think of the invasion? Are you concerned for your friend Cabal? Cabal, how do you feel about your injuries and enhancements? Did Kano jog your memories of when you were in the Black Dragon? Night Wolf, sorry I don't have much for you. The game hasn't done a good job building your character. They completely forgot about you in the MK2 portion. How are your people? I guess. And there are definitely many things I want to know about Raiden. These are all questions that were set up in the previous chapters. I don't think it's unreasonable at all to ask these questions. I personally think the game should have ended after Shao Kahn's defeat in the MK2 tournament, and the MK3 invasion plot should have been a separate game. There is just too much wasted potential that could have been used here, and instead we get a plot about saving soldiers that I don't give a shit about, after the Solnado is destroyed.
Same thing with MK1, they shouldn't have tried to squeeze all of those story beats into one game.
Nightwolf returns to the hideout, and Raiden's amulet cracks again. Pissed off about this, Raiden consults the Elder Gods, and takes Liu Kang with him for some reason. Then they get ambushed by the Cyber Lin Kuei. It's too bad you don't have a device that can warn you earlier about this threat. So Raiden and Liu Kang can still be here to help. Nightwolf fights Cyrax, and now that the heroes are done with the table, the Shadow Priests can now use it for their own sacrificial rituals. Also, in the original game, this stage was actually a temple constructed for Shao Kahn. Maybe this is why they know the heroes are here. Nightwolf wins, then he faces Sector, and beats him too. And now we get the most infamous scene in all of Mortal Kombat. Sindel shows up, she screams, and ragdolls the Cyber Lin Kuei's bodies. The heroes try to fight her.
Come forward if you dare! I will finish what the Lin Kuei could not!
Let's do this. Go!
How's everything going?
That kills him? Okay. That kills him?
Come in.
I have no idea how to say your name, but welcome. Yeah, everything's going good. Just watching some
And
Sonic.
be welcome to the Hood Pony.
Yes, welcome up. Oh shit!
At Kunihiko made it the name.
Mommy, please! Mommy, no! Please!
45 minutes left of my birthday.
So, you thought me defending Kung Lao's death and Raiden's actions was a hot take? You know nothing. Jimmy Snore. Because I think the Sindel
No
massacre
mommy,
scene
don't kill
is
mommy
horrible.
Kitana.
冗談か。
そう言って彼女は大きな石を投げ捨てたのだった。
I have crazy opinions sometimes, but even I'm not that insane. I want to start with the action scene itself. Seriously?
Your birthday
Sindel
is
that
today.
strong? This isn't IP
Great
man.
twist to
These
it,
are
and
all very
Raiden's
competent
actions,
warriors that
LOL.
have proven themselves throughout the game, and none of them can even leave a scratch. Also, despite having 10 people, they really chose to go one at a time, while they wait in line, as they watch their comrades die. Even if they're afraid of hitting their
Happy
teammates,
birthday,
they can
whoever's
still
it is
shoot
today.
projectiles.
And
Did they all
Kung
just
Lao
forget
Neck
they had
getting
this ability?
slapped.
It's widely accepted that
Truly
the reason
Heiko
why
Maiden.
Sindel is so OP here
Thanks
is
for
because Shao
following.
Kahn gave her Shang
Oh,
Tsung's
thanks for
soul,
the follow.
and I'd buy
Welcome.
that more if it increased her strength, magic, or speed.
We have
but
a
she
new
beat them all
follower
with her
got you.
karate chop
Yeah.
matrix kung fu. How would more power increase that?
The Dragon
Maybe.
Ball Z strategy
Shang Tsung's
didn't
soul
work.
taught her all those kung fu moves. But I doubt that too, since Shang Tsung himself never won a fight in this
Dragon
whole
Ball
game.
Z strategy.
Kung Lao's death made me feel emotional. This made me feel empty. As a
Yeah.
wee little GGmon, I said to myself,
I think
So
I
who is the birthday boy or girl?
It is UBCS.
I am still on
Mercenary.
standby.
It's UBCS Mercenary, aka Merc. It is his birthday today, and he's doing his own little.
The
birthday
Britty
stream.
boy is Merc.
Oh, how old are you, by the way, Merc? How old are you today?
what was the point of developing these characters for more than half the game, if this is the outcome we get?
Their deaths achieve nothing!
They had to retroactively
34.
fix this problem in future games, whether it be by
Oh, you're a
reviving
year younger
them, bring
than
them
me.
back through time travel, or just straight up forgetting
is
about
goth
them
age now.
in general. I think this was done mainly for shock value, like,
I'm a year older than
OMG, I can't believe they do something so dull and daring here, but the consequences of it.
I think when I had first played that years ago when it came out, and that whole scene, I was just
Anyone
basically
gonna
like,
make him a cake and drink with him and spank him 34 times?
oh, I'm sure he would like me to spank him 34 times. But when I first saw this, I remember I was just like, what the fuck was that? That was pretty much my reaction to that whole massacre scene.
I won't
Is
say
future
no to
games
that.
suffering narratively by
see?
this decision, and it basically sours my feelings towards this story mode. I
If
truly
you want
believe
to.
this scene left a permanent scar on the NRS saga. We cut to Raiden with the Elder Gods.
Elder gods, I beseech you. Earthrealm is
Go
in
right
danger.
ahead.
We then cut
Only
back to
if
the
I can
cathedral.
get to spank to him too.
Oh no,
Hey
the
now.
table. Now how is the priest
no,
supposed
the
to decipher
table.
the body?
Our table!
It's broken!
Nightwolf does a Hail Mary sacrifice move to bring down Sindelant himself. Raiden and Liu Kang come back to the cathedral just in time to witness this. Seriously, it took you guys this long to come back? Nightwolf fought
where
both
were
Cyrax and
you?
Sector, and then the Sindel massacre
What
happens.
about me,
The
Merc?
fucking
Can I
cutscene
do
with
it
the
too?
Elder Gods was
I
1
think
minute.
only I'm
We're
allowed.
Raiden and Liu Kang waiting in the reception area this whole time? Does time move slower in the heavens or something? They find Kitana dying. You know, it'd be nice if you remember your Thunder Hand massage move. Kitana dies, and Liu Kang truly loses hope for Raiden. Raiden is desperate, so he decides to make a deal with NetherRealm to
nothing.
take on Outworld's invasion. Raiden goes to hell, and he sees.
Wait a minute.
Scorpion?
Is that you? Oh my god, that
Wope,
makeup!
wope.
And that dress!
Where have you been for the last 8 chapters? Did Quan Chi forget about you? Did Noob Saibot replace you? Does Ed Boon not want you to do evil things on the screen? What have you been doing? Raiden treats Scorpion like a dog.
Fetch your master, Scorpion.
Good boy.
Raiden then meets Quan Chi,
I seek cooperation between Earthrealm and...
and then Quan Chi proceeds to summon his stands to gang up on Raiden. Raiden then has a Eureka. Shao Kahn needs to win, so the Elder Gods can punish him. He must win. Refers to Shao Kahn. Raiden returns to Earthrealm. He sees Liu Kang.
My friends are all dead. All hope for Earthrealm is lost. But I'm still gonna bitch about how useless Raiden is.
Back from the Netherrealm empty-handed, I see.
Raiden tells Liu Kang the plan, and Liu thinks Raiden is stupid.
Stupid.
So they fight,
You
and
stupid.
Raiden shocks Liu Kang to death. It'd be nice if you remember your Thunder Hand massage move. By the way, I'm kind of skimming through this, because I already went through Raiden's bullshit in more detail in my Raiden Sucks video. So go check that out to hear more about my opinions on this. Shao Kahn finally enters Earthrealm, and no one else.
Wope,
Where
wope,
are
I
all the
going
other
to bitch
Outworld
about
villains?
Raiden.
That's why I like to call MK9
Raiden from MGS2.
No, not that Raiden. I like to call the Mortal Kombat 9, Raiden tries to fix everything, but just
Mortal
screws it up
Kombat
worse.
Raiden.
What?
What?
Ah, yes. We forgot you can't talk in this game.
Screw it. I don't show up in this game anymore anyways.
Why aren't we witnessing Shao Kahn's victory?
I don't know. You would think Shao Kahn would want an audience to cheer him on for his epic entrance. He built a freaking throne on the rooftop, for crying out loud.
It would be very cool if all the heroes and all the villains have one last epic battle to determine the fate of Earthrealm.
Yeah. Wait, no. 90% of the heroes have died already. So we'd pretty much just be there to bully Raiden. So I guess for fairness, we shouldn't show up.
Understandable. That would be rude of us. And Raiden was just gained up on another one.
Hello there! I'm Farah, and this is Tor. And we were wondering what our next mission is.
Well,
But
currently,
I have a
it's nothing.
question.
So how about you guys just sit
What's
there
up?
and chill with us?
Oh, okay.
In fact, how about we play a game?
A game?
There is only one game that comes to mind.
That's right. Let us play poker.
Hello there. Mind if we join you for poker?
No, no, no. Get lost. Get out of here. This joke doesn't work with you guys being here. Because
Did
the
it
four of
hurt
us
when you
aren't
watched Kung
in
Lao
Mortal
get
Kombat
his
11,
neck
but
snapped?
all of you are in that game. So the joke doesn't work with you guys. So get lost. Get out of here, you moochers.
Yes, it did.
Shao Kahn enters Earthrealm, and Johnny and Sonya try to stop him. Alright Johnny, time to release those god-killing powers. Johnny never wins a fight after chapter 1 and Sonya 2. I have a
Good job, guys. You really showed him.
theory that his powers come from his tuxedo. Shao Kahn then starts tossing Raiden around, and finally, the Elder Gods appear.
Just slam it down, Shao Kahn. Just slam it down right now. You can prevent Raiden from becoming super OP here, dude.
They give Raiden the power to annihilate Shao Kahn, and Raiden finally uses a thunder hand massages.
Feels good. This massage feels really good. Yeah, massage my titties.
Raiden / the Elder Gods beat Shao Kahn with dog-sounding dragons. And thus, Earthrealm is saved.
Oh my gosh, my head is so dizzy. Yes, clearing up the skies. That's literally how I feel right now. Finally, this bullshit is over.
So, interestingly, they actually added this clear sky version of the rooftop as a stage 2. So that makes the rooftop the stage with the most amount of AWPs in MK9. Day, dusk, and dawn. Hold it. Dusk and dawn? Fighting Shao Kahn took over 12 hours. The heroes leave to mourn the dead. And we get the final twist. It turns out, this was all a plan by Shinnok and Quan Chi. They want Shao Kahn to merge the realms, so that he can be purged by the Elder Gods. And this all worked out perfectly.
Your plan worked to perfection, Lord Shinnok.
Sindel's revival, the Soul Nado, Raiden figuring out what to do.
Have you considered
how lucky you are that none of these backfired and benefited Shao Kahn? If Sindel survived, that would have been a very strong asset for Shao.
That's the outfit I'm talking about, if you can see it. I much prefer this costume.
If the Soul Nado went,
Woo, hang on.
Sindel survived, that would have been a very strong asset for Shao.
It's a bit of a double-edged sword. Yes, Quan Chi is mind controlling her, so she would be working for Quan Chi, but she does say Shao Kahn has resurrected me to Katana, so I do wonder how much of her would be on Shao's side compared to Quan. There's a typo there. Not to mention, thanks to MK11, if she wasn't mind controlled, she would be on Shao's side. Yeah.
If the Soul Nado went off, that would help Shao Kahn invade even more. And if Raiden dies, then either Raiden wouldn't be there to stop Liu Kang from fighting Shao Kahn, causing Armageddon, which would fuck over everyone, or no one would be there to be possessed by the Elder Gods to purge Shao Kahn. Keep in mind, the Elder Gods couldn't get rid of Shao Kahn with their laser beam, and needed Raiden to soften him up for the purging to work. So honestly, Quan Chi got really lucky. I mean, the plan worked to perfection, and soon, Shinnok will be ready to attack Earthrealm. And that is the end of Mortal Kombat 2011. Miserable. That's how I feel about this ending. I feel like I just went through The Last of Us Part 2 again. Characters I like getting killed off. So it makes me not want to continue the story. And then the writers try to shove down a victory down my throat that I don't want.
I don't want it.
I don't want the Elder Gods to be right. I don't want this win. Anyways, let's get to my final review. I'll start with some positives. The music. This is something I don't usually compliment, especially for NRS games, because it's usually quite bland and forgettable. Feels kind of MCU-ish, but I personally really adore the music in this game. You can tell I like the OST because I actually put the songs as background music in this video. Most of the songs in the game are remixes of the OST from the original trilogy, and I think they do a good job bringing these old classics into a modern light.
What happened in between this and one where all the music was painfully mid?
Good question. I love how they're just tossing projectiles at each other in this thing.
Tell me about it.
Another fan service that I really appreciate are the stages. Just like the songs, most of these stages are taken from the original trilogy. I love looking for the Easter eggs and changes they made for these arenas. And something I think that is very commendable is that this whole entire story is revolved around the original game stages. Now you might be thinking, well, isn't this how most fighting game story modes work? They have a story mode, and then they have stages that are made for the story. But the thing about MK9's story is that it's the other way around. The game has remade the original stages, and they have to use them to retell the story of MK1, 2 and 3, which sounds a lot more impressive when put that way. And overall, I must say, this game might just have my favorite music and stages in the whole entire franchise. And that's how I feel in general about the story of this game. On one hand, it has so many awesome fan service moments from the original games, whether it be the characters, stages, music, and even some parts of the story. It really does feel like the developers put a lot of love and care trying to reimagine the original trilogy. But on the other hand, there's just so much stupid shit in the story. Dumb rules that Shang Tsung makes up in the MK1 tournament. Villains that have a cool intro, but then just end up as jobbers for the rest of the story. The third act is just bad. It's either too bland, and nothing really happens, or too much happens, and the ending just feels really depressing. And then the Elder Gods.
By the Elder God!
These assholes. They might just be the worst depicted Elder Gods in the whole entire franchise. In conclusion, this story mode has a lot of dumb shit. However, I do think it's still a pretty good place to start if you want to get into the Mortal Kombat franchise. It summarizes the story of the first 3 games in a bite-sized manner, and it does a pretty good job introducing the core characters of the franchise. I will admit that I do have a bit of a soft spot for this game, because it was my introduction to this series, and as a wee little GGmon, I did like this crazy story, and from then on, I followed each NRS game closely, which led me to who I am today. Someone who shit talks NRS games for a living.
Hey guys, what is up? SonicHaXD here, and thank you all so much for watching this video. The Mortal Kombat...
Alright, wow. wow, that actually took like an hour and a half. Where is the Raiden Sucks video?
Cheap viewers on streamambu.com. Remove the space at Vxism2C4.
Mods!
Mr. SonicHaXD.
Mods, please put them in the Phantom Zone. Thank you. Good job.
We're so happy you're finally talking about that piece of turd known as Raiden. He has plagued this franchise for too long due to his actions in MK9. Tell us, how are you going to destroy this useless garbage with facts and logic? What hashtags should we use to cancel the Thunder God?
Yuck, and almost 2 hours into
Raiden
stream with the vid.
That's right. You thought me not hating Devourer was the worst I can get? Nah. This isn't a Raiden Sucks video. This is a in defense of Raiden video. Y'all got bamboozled. Throughout the years, I've heard plenty of people blame Raiden for all the bad things that happened in MK9. But I don't 100% agree with that. So today, we're going to take a deep dive into what Raiden did in the story mode of Mortal Kombat 2011. The good, the bad, and the stupid. Let's start at the very beginning, which is the very end of the original timeline. Dark Raiden sends a message to his past self to prevent Armageddon. So interestingly, I asked my community how you guys feel about Raiden, and surprisingly, a majority of you blame future Raiden's he must win message for screwing up the timeline and causing present Raiden so much pain deciphering this message. Now, I also don't think he must win is the right answer, but at the same time, these are the last words of a dying man who is desperately trying to come up with something, and he only has seconds to say it. Let me change the angle here and ask you the viewer, what should he have said? Liu Kang must win. That's not entirely correct, due to the ending of the game. Shao Kahn must win. A lot of people genuinely believe this is the right answer, but it's not. If Shao Kahn wins the tournament, Outworld will be able to merge with Earthrealm without breaking the rules. I'm genuinely curious what you guys think Raiden should have said here. Tell me.
This dude gave an interesting answer. It was tiny print. Hold on. It was specifically Armageddon Raiden that was stupid. The Raiden that he sent visions back to had nothing to work with, to the point that it's almost more contrived that he actually figured out what Armageddon Raiden meant. All Armageddon Raiden had to do was say Khan must merge, and then send the visions back to Raiden from after MK2 tournament instead of Raiden from before the MK1 tournament. Then again, leave it to NetherRealm to write plots that make the characters within them look incompetent instead of saying, wait, that's dumb, let's start over, and actually writing a cohesive story. Yeah.
In the comments. But here's what I would have said. Another thing I'd like to mention here is Raiden's ability to send messages and visions to his past self. That's pretty freaking strong. You can warn yourself of any bad outcome and prevent like a trillion bad things from happening. I had a theory in my Chronica Sucks video that the main reason she wanted to get rid of Raiden
will be no Raiden
is not because he killed Shinnok, but because he can rewrite history. Raiden sending a message to his past self altered the timeline so much that Chronica had to show up and intervene. Raiden is basically a mini hourglass, and yet he never learns how he did it. He never pursues this OP ability. Why? Maybe it can only be activated when he's very desperate or almost dying. But to not research this for over 20 years? At first, I thought Raiden forgot about it. But Raiden does mention the visions to Revenant Liu Kang.
More visions, Raiden? You still see the future? The visions are gone, but I know what should be.
I was put here by your hand.
An accident, which haunts me to this day.
So why don't you use them? Why did NRS give this script writing convoluted powers to Raiden? Now let's continue the story. Throughout the game, Raiden gives advices and helps many characters. He complements Johnny Cage's fighting skills, helps Sonya and Jax escape, tries to persuade Scorpion to not pursue revenge, helps Cyrax realize that the Lin Kuei are assholes, is Liu Kang's mentor, teleports fighters around, helps save Sonya, saves Smoke, helps Kitana pursue the truth, helps Jade. Well, almost didn't. Saves Johnny Cage, forms the team to save Earthrealm from the invasion, recruits Cabal. I feel like Raiden did do a lot of good in the story. However, I think most people forget about it, or nullify it, because most of the characters that Raiden helps die at the end, or like Scorpion who rejects him, or like Cyrax who turns into a mindless cyborg. Ultimately, those don't matter.
Those don't matter.
I think the real reason why people hate Raiden come from 3 key moments. The first one being Kung Lao. People aren't mad at Raiden for sending Kung Lao out to fight when he wasn't prepared. People are mad at Raiden because he didn't warn Kung Lao of the snap. People have blamed Raiden for Kung Lao's death for years. It's been memed so much that even MK11 mentions it.
Shao Kahn snapped my neck in the arena. Raiden saw it coming and did nothing.
But let me give you my input here. I think it's genuinely implied that Raiden didn't notice Shao Kahn. Heck, I think no one in the crowd noticed either, unless they were all in on it. Let's try to think of it realistically. If you saw Shao Kahn stand up and started walking towards Kung Lao, would that be weird? Like, maybe he's just trying to get close and talk shit to him. But when Shao Kahn gets really close, that's when alarm bells go off. But by then, it's already too late. In the end, if you still want to blame Raiden for Kung Lao's death, that's perfectly fine. But I personally think the one to blame is the one who motherfucking murdered him. That was a completely unfair kill, a low blow. They never acknowledge each other. They haven't challenged each other.
Face me in Mortal Kombat.
And this isn't a battlefield. This is a tournament. And he assassinated him. In front of thousands. In his own tournament.
He killed a guest beneath his roof. That's something the gods can't forgive.
The second key moment why people hate Raiden. The Sindel Massacre. In chapter 15, Sindel shows up in the church and kills almost all of Earth's defenders, and this is Raiden's fault, because he went to consult the Elder Gods with Liu Kang, and wasn't there to help them fight Sindel. So, yes, technically this can be Raiden's fault, but let's look into this a little more. These are Earth's mightiest heroes, and they've been handling themselves pretty well. Sub-Zero took down both Goro and Kintaro by himself, so unless Shao Kahn himself shows up, or he throws an entire army at them, what could go wrong?
What could happen?
Picture my booty.
Another thing to note, they have literally been standing around, doing nothing, for 2 chapters. If Raiden consulted the Elder Gods anytime before Sindel came, no one would give a shit. Taking Liu Kang with him was a weird choice though. Like, you totally could have left him with the others. Heck, Liu doesn't even say anything to the Elder Gods. He just stands there and stares awkwardly. Wait. I just thought of something funny.
You will stay close to me. Great, close as a shadow, and twice as silent. So we cannot win without the Elder Gods.
That look on his face, he's like, bruh.
But Master
Liu Kang, close as a shadow.
Was Liu Kang just obeying Johnny Cage?
Get out.
In the end, Sindel turned out to be stupidly OP, so Raiden is at fault. And that's perfectly fine if you think so. But to me, I really think it was just bad timing. I don't see anyone complaining when Raiden consulted the Elder Gods in MK11 twice.
I must confer with the Elder Gods.
What if Shao Kahn ambushed the heroes right then and there? In chapter 5 of MK11, Raiden consults the Elder Gods for 2 chapters, so he wasn't there to help KK and Jade, and he didn't stop Sonya and Johnny being captured by Connor. Don't see anyone making a fuss about that.
I do. I make the fuss. As soon as he shows up, after everything's over, it's just like, dude, where were you?
Have I arrived too late?
Hell yes, you arrived too late.
Nick of time.
Ultimately, I don't really like blaming Raiden for a happenstance. Now let's get to the final key point. Liu Kang. Throughout the game, Liu Kang will follow Raiden's orders, with no hesitation. But when Raiden doesn't want to save Kitana, Liu starts to slightly reject Raiden.
But there is no time. We must return to the tournament.
But you are responsible for her capture. You persuaded her to turn against Shao Kahn.
And then it's Kung Lao's death. And then it's Kitana's. And when Raiden wishes to ask for Quan Chi's aid, is when Liu Kang completely loses faith in Raiden.
I had prayed it not true, but you have gone mad, Raiden. Your visions, they are nothing. Delusions of an addled mind.
I personally really like this conflict they have.
Also, why are his shoulders so damn broad and his arms so much huger than his chest width? You notice that? What are these proportions?
Raiden wants to change the future because of his visions, and trusts the Elder Gods with all his heart, while Liu Kang thinks Raiden has gone insane, and believes that these visions have done nothing but harm them.
If the rule you followed, grudged it is, of what use was the rule?
When Raiden brought Liu Kang with him to the heavens, I kind of wish he talked to the Elder Gods.
May the Elder Gods protect you.
I kind of wish Liu Kang turned around and said, "Fuck the Elder Gods, Raiden."
This all accumulates to their final showdown. Raiden wants Shao Kahn to come to Earthrealm and win, and Liu Kang wants to stop him here and now. Raiden tries to convince Liu Kang one last time.
Have faith in the Elder Gods. Have faith in me.
But to no avail. And so they fight. And this is where key point number 3 happens. Raiden kills Liu Kang.
And I thought going out in a cutscene to Quan Chi was bad enough. This time it's an accident. An accident. Who kills off the main character?
Liu Kang was doing as Johnny Cage said to not speak.
By the gods, no!
Could he have used his thunder hand massages to heal up Liu Kang? Maybe. Or maybe it was fatal. So there wasn't anything he could do. Could he have turned his lightning powers from kill to just ouch?
Ouch.
Maybe. But I think something to note is that Liu Kang was going to kill him. Liu was charging up the same move he used to kill Shao Kahn. So maybe Raiden panicked. Or maybe he thought he needed to use more electricity to stop Liu Kang's powerful move. Regardless. Even though it was an accident, it is still Raiden's fault. But he did it because he wanted to save Earthrealm in his own way. Now there's one more thing to bring up, and it kinda irks me to talk about this. In MK11, it was revealed that Kronika is the reason why Raiden and Liu Kang fight.
But in each one, events transpire to bring Liu Kang and I into conflict. In each one, he dies, goes out like a complete scrub, gets fully wrecked by me, absolutely bodied every time. Even Shang Tsung thought I was going too far in DC Universe. Shang Tsung! Shang Tsung!
Shang Tsung!
That's how much of a little bitch Liu Kang has become in the recent era, so you can see how much of a problem it was when he faced me. The God of Thunder, the ultimate combatant in all the realms, the chosen of the Elder Gods. I don't know why Raiden is so arrogant in this bit, but I'm going with it. And then, but yes, he went out like a complete bitch in every single one of them. It is a true shame that he didn't take these nunchucks. Yes, we're still keeping this bit going.
So in the end, it didn't matter if it was an accident or not. Raiden was destined to kill Liu Kang because of Kronika. I don't like using Kronika as evidence, but whatever, I'm here to defend Raiden. So take my updated autopsy report. I think the most tragic thing about this is the end of this buttered version of Liu Kang. I really wanted to see more of this Liu Kang that rejects Raiden's teachings. I wish in MKX that he was also revived, and we could see what this Liu Kang would be like after the events of MK9. Would he still hold a grudge against Raiden for 20 years? Would he wish to have nothing to do with the heroes and live in solitude? How would he feel about Dark Raiden?
You fail, Earthrealm.
Your anger dishonors you.
You know nothing of honor.
These are all interesting directions this version of Liu Kang can go, but all we get is a generic bad guy Revenant Liu Kang, which makes it so the player would obviously side with Raiden, completely wasting the potential of this conflict. And the thing I personally hate the most, and probably the thing I hate the most about MK9 story mode, is that Raiden was right. Let's jump back in time where Raiden was consulting the Elder Gods. In the original game, Shao Kahn had a backup plan if the Mortal Kombat tournament didn't work out.
If Sindel, the Emperor's legal wife, were to turn up in the rival realm, he would have the right to travel there personally to retrieve her, presumably to prevent her from being abducted and use as leverage against him. As such, he has Shang Tsung resurrect Sindel in Earthrealm and place her under a mind control spell, commencing the invasion.
Shao Kahn takes advantage of a loophole in the rules of Mortal Kombat, which is why the Elder Gods allow the invasion. In MK9, however, it's completely changed. There's no more amazing plan that Shao Kahn had 10,000 years ago, and the reason Outworld can't invade Earthrealm is not because of Mortal Kombat, but because
Sindel's ward prevents me from setting foot in Earthrealm.
And the Elder Gods are doing anything to prevent the invasions.
She realized that the safeguards afforded by the Elder Gods through Mortal Kombat are but fiction.
Seriously, you useless fucking deities. Wasn't the whole point of Mortal Kombat because Shao Kahn and the Outworld army were too strong? So they created the Mortal Kombat tournament to give the other realms a fighting chance, and not just be invaded by the OP Outworld army. And yet in MK9, Earth just gets invaded by the OP Outworld army, cause the Elder Gods don't give a shit. But when Raiden consults the Elder Gods, it's finally revealed why the Elder Gods have been so useless.
Invasion is not itself a transgression. It is the merger of realms that is prescribed.
So let me get this straight. The reason why the invasion is possible is because NetherRealm Studios, not Midway, NetherRealm Studios added this new epic rule to spice up the new timeline. Raiden has been around for Earthrealm's Mortal Kombat tournament for at least 1,000 years.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Heck, he might have also heard about Edenia's Mortal Kombat tournament 10,000 years ago, and yet Raiden, ageless and wise beyond measure, just now hears about this new rule. Yeah, Raiden should have read this up in the Mortal Kombat Bible rulebook. Do the Elder Gods just want Shao Kahn? Have read this up in the Mortal Kombat Bible rulebook.
There's an argument to be made that it's Raiden's fault, that he didn't know.
Harvick face isn't broken, I don't fix it.
Ahead of time that only the merging counts as a violation of the rules. But I stand by Raiden's side on this more, because he's just as confused as us, the players. This isn't a smart twist where NRS took existing lore from the franchise to subvert us from what we know. This is a completely new and made up rule. And yet we, the audience, should feel guilty for not knowing about this? I don't think so! I say leave Raiden out of this, and screw whoever came up with this new rule. Yes, agree.
Do the Elder Gods just want Shao Kahn to win and merge all the realms to bring back the one fucking being? I got a big fat question. What does merging mean in this game? We've seen this depicted in other MK mediums, but I'm very confused as to what it means in this game. We see Shao Kahn coming into Earthrealm through a portal. Not just any normal portal. A big, black, slow portal. Is this the merging? Maybe not, since Shao Kahn isn't punished by the Elder Gods yet. As a kid, a wee little GGmon, I always thought the reason the Elder Gods punished Shao Kahn was just because he entered Earthrealm. And honestly, I still don't know if that is the case or not. Shao then beats the shit out of Raiden for about a minute, and finally when Shao Kahn says, "I have won," do the Elder Gods interfere? So, with Shao Kahn talking to the Elder Gods, the merging? You can see in the background of the stage that part of Outworld is appearing around the buildings. Does that not count as the merging? So which one of these constitutes as the merging? They literally should have shown up way earlier. Yet they were probably enjoying Raiden's torture or something. Do your fucking job, asshole.
Do your job!
After being fashionably late, the Elder Gods finally show up to punish Shao Kahn. They shoot a laser beam, and it does nothing. Excuse me while I go watch fatalities performed on Tessatrian to calm myself. What the fuck? These are the guys who defeated the One Being, and created the 6 realms. And they can barely tickle Shao Kahn's nipples. Even Kitana was better at that. It's thanks to Raiden for softening him up that the Elder Gods were able to defeat Shao Kahn. Fucking useless piece of shit. Fuck but fuck shit. This is now the Elder Gods suck video. And to top it all off, One of the worst things about this story is that Raiden was right. By trusting the Elder Gods, the heroes were able to prevail in the end. I don't want this. I don't want the Elder Gods to be right. Assholes who have new rules and then don't abide by them. And their powers can only massage Shao Kahn's pecs. I want an alternate ending where Raiden lets Liu Kang defeat Shao Kahn, making the moral of the story to carve out your own destiny and not let visions of the future waver what you believe is right. But no. Instead, the moral of the story is religion. Trust in the Elder Gods. If you don't know what to do, as long as you believe in the Elder Gods, everything will work out. Yay. Let's conclude this before I lose my freaking mind. Raiden definitely did make mistakes. Like, when he went to Netherrealm to negotiate with Quan Chi, Raiden used the souls of the fallen heroes for Netherrealm's help.
I offer the souls of Earthrealm warriors who die in this conflict.
But he didn't know that the human souls were public domain, so Quan Chi could just take them for free. That's dumb on Raiden's part. Wait. There's something kind of weird that Quan Chi says here.
You see, their souls are already mine. Shao Kahn's payment for Netherrealm's allegiance.
What?
What do you mean?
Shao Kahn's payment? Does Shao Kahn have jurisdiction for who gets the souls? Did Quan Chi need Shao Kahn's powers to make revenants? No. He revived Sindel himself, and in MKX, he was gonna turn Johnny into a revenant without Shao Kahn. This one line is messing with my freaking mind. Back to the point. Raiden did make mistakes, but they were mostly accidental.
An honest mistake.
I don't like blaming Raiden for the bad things that happened in MK9. In fact, blaming Raiden neglects the real culprits. The writers that made all these bad things happen around Raiden. And the Elder Gods for sucking ass. I'd like to make it clear. I do not like these tragedies in the story mode, but I don't hate Raiden for them. He helped people. He tried to guide the heroes with his visions. And despite my hatred for the Elder Gods, he trusted them and won the war. So all things considered, I think this is a pretty good Raiden. If you want to see actual bad depictions of Raiden, I'd recommend Raiden from Mortal Kombat vs DC Universe and Mortal Kombat 2021. He made so many bad decisions in MK vs DC, and he was an actual asshole in 2021. Let me end this video by doing a hypothetical.
I hope they give Raiden better writing in the second movie that's coming out.
Scenario. If you were put in Raiden's situation, where you get a message from the future, and you must use this info to prevent Armageddon. Needless to say, you also don't have prior knowledge of MK9's story, so you don't know the true meaning of he must win. Would you do better? Could you save more people? And could you handle the BS stuff the writers were going to throw at you? I don't know if I can, but I think this Raiden that we did get did his best. Okay, but seriously though, if I were Raiden, I'd recruit Reptile, tell him I can bring back Zatera, we'd get married, have a happy family, and I'd take our lizard army to wipe out our world. GG easy.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. You see, that's just clickbait. That's just clickbait. I was actually defending you for the whole entire video, really.
I suck, do I?
No. You
Sonic Boy
misunderstand. I just wanted to attract the haters to watch this video, and that's why I decided to make it like that. But no, I do not think you actually.
Listen, buddy. I'm under a lot of stress. My future self didn't give me much to go off. I'm doing the best I can with the information I was given, which isn't very much. If you actually paid attention to the story, you could tell I don't have much to work with. But no. You just want an excuse to dunk on someone because that's your gimmick.
You didn't even watch
this
my
Mortal
video,
Kombat thing or this Mortal Kombat
just means you didn't even watch the video.
Maybe this video is a Raiden Sucks video then. How about that, huh?
Well, you know what,
think about that?
I've had
what
enough.
you gonna do about that?
It's time for you to
what
meet
you gonna
the
do?
gods.
No.
What you gonna do?
Not again!
Best Crash Out Man V Man.
Oscar performance. Oh, now we got Shang Tsung sucks. Is that the next one? think that's the next one. Shang Tsung sucks, so let's watch that one next.
Shang Tsung is a powerful soul-stealing sorcerer. He is the host of the Mortal Kombat tournament, and is a major antagonist in the franchise. Depending on the media, he could either be the most conniving, charming, menacing person in the story, or he could be the most pathetic idiot that tries to kiss ass to his boss, and is outsmarted by other characters because of how stupid he is.
You're the same manipulating, sniveling sorcerer that underestimates those around him.
Let's find out which one Shang
Oh, have them. You're the same sniveling sorcerer that underestimates those around him.
Tsung is in the 2011 game. But before we start, there is one other thing I need to add while critiquing Shang Tsung. And it's one of my favorite things to talk about. The rules.
Well, before you get into that, I'm gonna go get a drink and I'm gonna go check on that child to make sure she's actually, you know, asleep like she's supposed to be, because it's late. Beep. I'm back. What was that? Yeah, right. I had to turn my air off. It's getting a little too chilly.
Of the tournament. There are many depictions of the Mortal Kombat tournament, which all have their own differences. But I feel like there's still some basic fundamentals that each tournament follows. 1. It's a karate tournament. If you win, you move on. If you lose, or die, you're out. However, this isn't a bracket tournament. It's a team-based elimination tournament. The tournament goes on until one team runs out of fighters. If Earthrealm has no more fighters, Outworld wins. If Outworld has no more fighters, then they get to challenge Goro. And if they defeat him, then Earthrealm wins. 2. If fights happen outside of the tournament, the results won't count towards the tournament. This may seem like an odd rule to mention, but it happens quite often throughout the series, especially in MK9. 3. Raiden cannot participate in the tournament. Other than the obvious fact that he's OP, he is also the god of thunder, and only humans in Earthrealm can join the tournament.
Mortal men and women defending your own world.
However, Rule 2 also applies to Raiden. He can fight or protect his fighters if it's not part of the tournament.
You forget yourself, Lord Raiden. You are not to interfere in the tournament.
I was unaware the tournament had begun.
I think the 95 movie encapsulates this perfectly. Every rule I just mentioned is demonstrated excellently. Now with all that out of the way, let's talk about how badly Shang Tsung fucks up the tournament in Mortal Kombat 2011. In Chapter 1, things start off pretty decent. They have an opening ceremony. Shang Tsung explains the rules, and he ends by explaining the most important rule.
If you defeat all of your opponents, you will face one final challenge.
Goro.
Me.
Oh. Okay. I guess in pretty much every depiction, Shang Tsung does turn into the final boss somehow, so they decided to skip Goro and just have Shang be the final challenge. Though I do feel bad for Goro, since he's the one winning the last 9 tournaments, and was the one who defeated the great Kung Lao, which Shang could not. Classic Shang Tsung stealing Goro's thunder again. The rest of the tournament in Chapter 1 goes pretty smoothly, but Chapter 2 is where things get a bit quirky. Sonya tries to free Jax, but is then ambushed by Shang Tsung. Shang Tsung then sends Sub-Zero to fight her, and this is red flag number 1. Apparently, this fight is part of the tournament.
We're not part of your tournament.
On the contrary, you are very much a contestant. You will face Sub-Zero.
So, as long as Shang Tsung says so, any fight he wants can count towards the tournament. This would have been very useful in the 95 movie.
Your sideshow freaks attack my fighters.
Nah bro, as long as I say so, they fight.
You will face Sub-Zero of the Lin Kuei clan.
What is going on here?
She then tries to challenge Shang Tsung, but Raiden stops her. Why does Raiden stop her? Is it cause in his visions he sees Liu Kang succeeding? So it has to be him who defeats Shang Tsung. Maybe you only get to challenge Shang Tsung once, and he didn't want to give that opportunity to Sonya. Or maybe he thinks Shang Tsung is too strong, so he just wants to help Sonya escape. Who knows, all the above perhaps. Then Sonya fights more people, and the chapter ends. So, I have a genuine question. Did all that actually count towards the tournament? I know the game makes it feel like it is, with how Shang Tsung portrays it.
You will face.
But there's one bitty issue. Sub motherfucking Zero shows up again later on in the tournament, when he's supposed to be eliminated. Well, perhaps that means all the fights in chapter 2 don't count towards the tournament. But then why did Raiden feel the need to pop out and stop Sonya from fighting Shang Tsung?
A challenge?
No. You will not be the one to challenge Shang Tsung.
It's not like the results are going to matter. No one's gonna get fucking eliminated. Whatever, I shouldn't lose my mind yet. That part comes later. Scorpion is next, and he takes down Kung Lao and Nightwolf. Then he fights Sector and Cyrax.
A challenge!
What? Why is Scorpion fighting two people at the same time in a single elimination tournament?
Rules state that it must be single combat.
Why isn't Raiden calling out this bullshit? And second, aren't they on the same side? Aren't these the Lin Kuei assassins that you hired Shang Tsung? Do you just have that much money to spare? Let me play a clip from my Scorpion's Revenge Sucks video.
Quan Chi, your warrior from Netherrealm. He's proving to be quite formidable.
Yes, that warrior of yours, who is killing my Lin Kuei ninjas, is doing such a great job. Except in this story, Shang Tsung is the one that pit his own teammates against each other. Then Sub-Zero shows up to fight, despite the fact that he's been eliminated from the tournament. Or maybe this fight isn't part of the tournament. Shang Tsung never called it. Maybe people don't know Sub-Zero husband eliminated, and Shang Tsung just wants to go with the flow.
Wait, didn't I already beat Sub-Zero?
Hush, Sonya Blade. This is very important to the plot.
I will say, despite this also being a case where the same team is fighting each other, I do think this one is more justified. Scorpion's whole motive for being in this tournament was to kill Sub-Zero. So him fighting Sub-Zero is basically his payment for helping out World. But this next chapter is where things really get ramped up in Stupidville. So let me give the TLDR here. Shang Tsung wants to kill off Cyrax because he thinks Cyrax won't do his job. And his presumption of this is because
you were speaking with the Thunder God. Your indiscretion has jeopardized my plan.
How much of a triggered snowflake do you have to be to have someone killed for talking to Raiden? You know who else was talking to Raiden? Scorpion. Don't see you sending people to kill him. Actually, maybe this is why you pitted Scorpion against Cyrax and Sector. Wait, you were talking to Raiden too? Guess it's time to game end yourself. Mr. Shang, I feel like I need to have a serious talk with you on how you love wasting money. Since you tried to kill off a fighter that you paid for, let's look at the worst outcome that Cyrax could do. Cyrax could show up to fight Johnny and immediately forfeit. That would be the exact same outcome if you had Cyrax killed. These aren't bracket rules. It's not like Johnny will move up in the tournament. It just means Outworld will have one less fighter to fight. So just let your warrior that you paid for fight anyways. Still be more of a net positive than not having him fight at all. But of course, Shang Tsung wants Cyrax to kill Johnny Cage. And that's why he doesn't want him to fight. Who cares? Your job is to win the tournament. Who cares if Johnny dies or not? How badly do you want Johnny dead? Were his jokes so cringe that you want him to die?
He got caged. That's it. Oh yeah, I'm so pretty.
Just have Katana kill him later or something. You're so obsessed with killing Johnny that you tried to have Cyrax, who you paid for, killed. You have been doing nothing but actively trying to sabotage yourself in this whole entire chapter. And to top it all off, if you really didn't want Cyrax to fight Johnny, you could have done something way easier. You could just remember.
I'm so pretty, Johnny Cage.
Remember me.
Do you remember?
Remember that Cyrax has already been eliminated from the tournament by Scorpion. Cyrax eliminates Johnny from the tournament, doing his job, and helping Outworld one step further to victory. And Shang Tsung looks angry and annoyed. You are a literal man child. You are here to win the tournament, and now you're pouting because you didn't get to see Chainsaw Man cut up Johnny. Actual spoiled brat. Ultimately, the reason why Shang Tsung is adding these new rules is because he's trying to stack the odds in Outworld's favor, and this is something he does throughout the series all the time. but almost everything he's doing here is fucking
goddamn ridiculous.
Like, just look at this. How is this not heavily favoring Outworld? And the funniest thing is, barely any of these turned out to be actually useful to Shang Tsung. Forgetting that Sub-Zero and Cyrax were eliminated from the tournament should be very helpful, but Shang sent Sub-Zero to fight his own teammate, and he tried to get Cyrax killed anyways. The only actually useful thing Shang and he tournament should be very helpful, but Shang sent Sub-Zero to fight his own
I suppose we don't know if Shang arranged this, but the results are the same.
Teammate, and he tried to get Cyrax killed anyways. The only actually useful thing Shang did were the 1v2s, and that only worked out because nobody was smart enough to call him out for it. We're almost done with the tournament. Let's hurry this up. Later in the tournament, nothing really unfair happens, except for another 1v2, and this time, Raiden should have called it out, cause Liu Kang was on his team. Unlike Scorpion, but maybe he just really trusts Liu Kang to be able to handle it. Or he just wants to save time. Then Liu faces his next surprise challenge, Goro.
What's a Goro?
From the final boss of the tournament, to a surprise secret boss that has never been mentioned up to this point. Shang really just keeps stealing Goro's thunder. They literally switched. After defeating Goro, Liu Kang faces his final challenge. And beats him.
And whoops.
In the original Mortal Kombat game, Shang Tsung will change into different fighters while fighting the player, but he doesn't do that here. Now, this may seem like a nitpick, but Shang Tsung actually does this when you go up against him in the arcade mode. It just adds a little more flair to make his encounter more special, and they don't do that in the story mode.
You disappoint me.
And finally, we are done with the MK1 portion of the game.
Yeah! Well done, my friend.
Holy shit, that was a mess. Shang Tsung gets taken to Shao Kahn to be punished, and for a desperate attempt, Shang Tsung comes up with the MK2 tournament, a rare Shang W. He actually comes up with the main plan of the next part of the story. Wait. Oh no. Another tournament? That means more rules for Shang Tsung to fight up? No! Luckily, the story focuses less on the tournament, and Shao Kahn takes over as the host for the most part. Guess Shao Kahn learned his lesson from the last tournament. Shang Tsung also looks younger now, because Shao Kahn gave him some souls to suck, and it's a reference to his MK2 look, though I personally think he looks better when he's older. Things start off pretty normal in chapter 6, then in chapter 7, Smoke faces both Reptile and Shang Tsung, and beats them. It's okay, Reptile baby.
Just let
this
God
video
make
is
the
about
rules.
Shang Tsung. I won't mock you.
Too good for this world.
Shang didn't just get defeated by Smoke. He got defeated by Smoke with an extra partner. That is extra pathetic. Later, Kitana finds Shang Tsung in the flesh
Make
pits.
the rules,
By the
God.
way, Shang Tsung did create Melina, so that's another W for him. He gets defeated by the housemate. So let me be clear. I don't mind when characters lose in the story mode, but when you're trying to set up a strong character in your narrative, especially when he's the final challenge of Mortal Kombat, I don't think you should use them so often for fights. Each of their losses make them feel weaker. And this goes for you too, Goro. Take Shao Kahn for example. I think they do a good job making him feel threatening, because you only get to fight him 2 times, and both times are key moments in the story.
Bro, I had to cheat to defeat him when I played it.
Even Sindel, who has that moment, makes her presence very threatening, because you never fight her up until that point. That impact would definitely have lessened if you could kick her ass early on. Again, I don't think there's anything wrong with losing, but when you're setting up the final challenge of Mortal Kombat, and this champion has never won a fight in this story mode, that ain't it, chief. Later, Kung Lao fights in the Colosseum, and faces both Shang Tsung and Quan Chi. He beats them. Kung Lao has defeated the final boss of MK1 plus Quan Chi, yet he loses to Scorpion in the tournament, which means Scorpion was the strongest fighter Outworld had, and unintentionally. This is how I felt from a gameplay standpoint too.
Yeah, there was that, there's that, little gif I was talking about.
And unintentionally, this is how I felt from a gameplay standpoint too.
You're pathetic!
You're so pathetic, Shang Tsung. You too, girl. The strongest combatant here was Scorpion and Quan Chi. I think Scorpion was harder than both of you combined together. Fuck this tournament.
Now onto the MK3 portion. Shao Kahn takes Shang Tsung's soul to power up Sindel.
And just like that, Shang Tsung is done. He's out. That's it. Pathetic. Actually pathetic. That's all Shang Tsung does.
And that is the end of Shang Tsung. Shang Tsung got fridged to power up Sindel. Mortal Kombat 2011 was my first exposure to the Mortal Kombat franchise, so I legit thought this is how Shang Tsung was in the entire series. A useless old man that makes up a bunch of rules on the fly, talks big but can never back it up, and fails at pretty much everything he sets out to do. It wasn't until Kari Hiroyuki Tagawa's portrayal of the character did I realize that Shang Tsung can actually be a really cool character. To wrap this up, I'm going to bring up one more thing to insult this sorcerer. In Challenge Tower number 300, one of the hardest challenges in all of Mortal Kombat history is called Endgame. With just one health bar, you must face Shao Kahn and 3 of his strongest warriors, Goro, Quintero, and me, Melina. The creature that Shang Tsung created, who never fights in the tournament, and also never wins a single fight in the story mode, is chosen over Shang Tsung. I legit mean it when I say this. This is the worst depiction of Shang Tsung ever.
I do not fear you. I pity you. Bitch.
I have not watched his little videos on the animated movies. I know he says Snowblind doesn't suck, and then like for Scorpion's Revenge and Battle of the Realms he says sucks. I liked those 2 movies. I didn't actually care for Snowblind, even though that's a Kenshi movie. I don't know, I just didn't care for that one. I don't think he has not done a video. Is he gonna do a video on Cage Match at some point? Which I enjoyed. I don't know, that's just me. Anyways, I think that was all of the videos for MK9. And we've been going on for like 2.5 hours.
I remember there only being 3. I will keep you updated on next Mortal Kombat 1 sucks from his channel.
Of course.
Bye ya.
Okay, let's see. Oh, thanks guys for joining me on another Saturday chill stream. I hope you had a good time.
Link to my Discord to my YouTube channel on my Twitch, and I have a donation but not quite, but I have subscribers because I am Twitch affiliated, so I can have subscribers on my channel. Bye buddy.
So yeah, I love you guys. I will see y'all tomorrow for Spooky Sunday. Bye bye.
Yeah, what does that rap ball do?